Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for tuning in to Ben Travels TV. And coming up next, our Italian expedition continues as we head north to Tuscany, Italy. We're going to explore Pisa, Florence, and we'll also check out the countryside of Tuscany, Italy for some good wine. But first, we have to check into our Airbnb, so stay tuned. Welcome back to my channel, everyone. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that bell so you get notified every time I drop a new video. We are flying out of Brindisi Airport, which is in Brindisi, Italy, about 30 to 45 minutes drive away from Lecce, Italy, in the Salento region, Puglia. All right, and we're gonna go on a trip. It's about an hour and 20-minute flight from Brindisi Airport to Pisa. We're headed way up north, central Italy, to Tuscany, also called Toscana, Italia. And as you can see, us flying over the beautiful Tuscan coast and the Tyrrhenian Sea here in Italy. Absolutely beautiful, guys. We're gonna have a blast. We're gonna stop off first at the Pisa airport, and then we have to take a train to Florence, which is also pronounced Firenze in Italian. All right, so we're gonna enjoy the flight, and we'll see you in a bit. All right, you guys, we now have landed at the Pisa airport, and this is my first time, me and my wife. I have my mother with me and my 3 kids. We are in Tuscany, Italy, the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance, wine country. You're right on the coast, right, of the Tyrrhenian Sea. This is one of the many beautiful regions in this country. We'll do a deep dive into the history. We're going to go to a lot of museums as well. We are going to go to the countryside and the Tuscan hills, right? Just like the movie Under the Tuscan Sun. But it's really important when you come to Italy to kind of game plan it and know where you're going, right? There are plenty regions, just like states. If you go to the United States, you're going to go to Florida, you're going to go to Texas. What is the culture there? What is the food? What is the history all about? What types of museums can you go to? Are you on the water? Are you landlocked? Same thing in Italy, right? So this is where the Italian Renaissance was birthed. There's tons of history here, and we're going to start off first in Pisa, all right? And then we'll come back to Pisa later in the trip, but we're going to go check into our Airbnb from Pisa to Florence, all right? And this flight was only about €40 per person round trip, all right? It's something like this. If I were to fly from Tampa to Jacksonville, that round trip flight would be probably $300, maybe $270 round trip. That just tells you the price difference that you have. My parents fly to Greece, which is also like an hour and a half, 2-hour flight or something like that from Lecce. And they pay sometimes €80 round trip. All right. So that's the beauty of living in Europe. The flights are very inexpensive, but we're here in Pisa. We just touched down. Now we got to get to the tram. We are at the Pisa airport and we're getting ready to check in. All right, you guys, so we are at the Pisa International Airport. We have our bags and we are headed to the tram because the Pisa Centrale, the central train station, is located about a half mile, maybe about a mile away. And we're going to catch a tram, a short tram that transports you from the airport to the train station. We're going to catch a train that's probably about an hour and a half train ride to Florence, Italy. All right, so this is actually my first time using the Italian transit system. And what I did was download the app called Trenitalia. All right, and what I love about the transit system in Italy compared to the United States, which is severely lacking, is that you can get anywhere. Public transportation is readily available in almost every major city in Italy. I can catch a train and go everywhere pretty much, which I did, and you'll see on this trip as we continue. Luckily, I did have my mother with me for the first time, who helped me purchase tickets while we were here using the Trenitalia system, because it was kind of foreign to me on how to use it, but it wasn't that difficult ordering your tickets from the kiosk. You can do it from your phone or you can do it from the kiosk. It's totally up to you, right? I wanted to try it from the kiosk for the first time, so I had my mom help me and go over it with me, and you can change the language as well. But the tickets weren't that expensive. Babies are free. You're going to notice that anywhere you're at in Italy, babies are pretty much free everywhere. They're not going to charge you for that. All right. Even on the airplane. All right. So let's go ahead and purchase our tickets.
One way.
Wait, 1422.
Yeah, get the one that's out.
The other one doesn't come until 1600.
No, let's see. Which one do they have? What do they have? $14.50.
1432. Wait.
The one for $10.
Okay. Okay. Now. All right.
They ain't asked you how many people yet. You already got it for one person. Why you exit?
Because it's not doing it right.
Is that your card? Collect your ticket.
What's the bin? Look at the bin.
Va bene.
Sì.
Sì.
You can go.
All right, you guys, now we are on our way, but we did get a little confused and a little lost, but we made it. We found our train. Once I understood the different Italian phrases, the proper Italian pronunciations of the cities and the train stations, I was able to master the transit system once I was here and once I started traveling throughout Italy.
Run into the train, guys. Run into the train. Let's go.
All right, you guys. So we did get some help along the way. People are very friendly, very welcoming, and they just have that good vibe that I love out here. Very family oriented. They love to play with my kids. I can't count how many times on my hand that people came up to us and asked us where we were from and where we were from in America and how we like Italy and what we love about the culture. Very great atmosphere. All right. And they love kids here. As you see, we ran into a really nice Albanian girl who took my youngest son, put on Old MacDonald Had a Farm, and babysat him for about an hour while my wife got to rest. Very nice. That's what I'm talking about, the hospitality, the genuineness that people have here in Italy. All right. And I'll talk more about that later on a future video of my complete experience. But all right, so we have arrived in the birth of the Italian Renaissance, and that is Florence, Italy. We are going to have some fun here, guys. Going to be about 5 or 6 videos. But first things first, we have to check in to our Airbnb. I'll give you guys the square footage, the price, and my experience towards the end of the video. Enjoy the tour, guys. I'll be back in a bit.
This is the living area. You've got temperature control here, the inverter, set temperature. You got a little glass play area here. You got the sofa, got a heater here. You got recessed lighting up here. You also got this TV, and you also come out to an amazing view on the balcony. Okay. Look at those mountain views up there of Florence. Absolutely beautiful. And if you look down here, you have a little roundabout, have a little area there. Everybody riding on the Vespa. And this balcony turns around here. You can see the entire living room. If I shut this door, you've got a desk here, right, with some artwork. Got our table there, and if you shut this here, this goes here. All right. Okay, let's keep that open because I'm going to show you guys something pretty cool. Got some cabinet space here. You come down the wall. This is like a split floor plan. You've got the rooms and bathrooms on this side. You come down here, you have the kitchen. Small little kitchen area with a microwave, coffee maker, toaster. You even got an espresso machine here. All right, sink, stove with a stove top. You can get a nice breeze here from the kitchen, right from the back here. All right, really nice. Then you have the dining area, the dining table. You've got some cabinet space here. Oh, this is the fridge actually. Okay, this is the refrigerator. See, and this is the freezer, which is pretty cool. All right, and then this is cabinet space, all right? So freezer down here, refrigerator here, all right, with more cabinet space at the top. So that's pretty cool. So you can see the camera this way, cafe. There's actually a wash or dryer back here as well. And this also opens up. Yeah, has a balcony deck back here. See the back of the building. Not too bad. All right. Come back this way. This is your dining area. Nice little small table, 4 chairs. Not too bad. All right. So that's how it looks from here. All right, we'll give you a little 360-degree turn. All right. It's the kitchen, the stove. There. Yep, you got cabinet space. You got coffee maker here. All right. Come down. There's my wife and my young son. We're hungry. Get something to eat. Let's already head to the rooms. Almost done here. They have an umbrella for us. Here, right, home positive. My mom is here, sleeping. We're tired. We had a long day at the train station. And also here, this is pretty cool. Okay, this is the room. We'll let my mom sleep. You guys have checked that out. Also has lots of space here. Cabinet space, AC, and this balcony goes all the way around. Check this out. This is a wraparound balcony. Okay, this is just the first part, and it comes back here. Okay, to here, all the way around. Back here. Hi, Mom. Hi, son. Hi, Jordan. All right, so we're gonna head back over here. All right, as you can see, woo, you're scared of heights. This is not for you. All right, I'll come back to the screen. Mom is sleeping here. All right. We don't want to. We can keep that screen closed. All right, and there's another. She gets great views here. Uh-oh. Okay, great views here, as you can see, all the way around. You can see Florence in the distance there. All right, pretty cool. Okay. All right, let's head to the bathroom. This is the restroom, kind of dark in here, but there's a shower here. There's also a toilet. You've got a sink, and you've got cabinet space and a mirror. All right, nothing too special. Looks like there's a heater here as well. This is a sliding door. Give my mom some privacy here. Shut that, see? Right there. And then let's go to the second room. Kids are in here. Say what's up, kids. What's going on? Where are we at? Florence. All right. Okay, so we're here. We got the 2 beds. They've got the cabinet space. Got their tablets. We got our luggage here. Let's go ahead and do another whip around. All right. They got double beds. All right. And there's also a balcony here. Okay. So everybody has a balcony view, and you can see Florence out in the distance, the old city. Okay. All right, see, it whips around. There's Mom over there. And it whips all the way around. You can see Florence in a distance there. This is kind of shaky, I don't know. All right, and there's also, as you can see, that's the master. We're gonna head back that way. All right, so that's done. All right, kids, do not go out there unless we say so, because that thing looks like it can fall down. All right, there's the bedroom. One more look. All right, has door here. Now, there's cabinet space here, and we have the master. The master has a baby pen for Jordan, as you can see here, with fresh sheets. All right, there's the master bed. We got cabinet space, closet space, which we already have some of our stuff down here, our bags. We got double cabinet space. We got this stuff here. All right, let me get out of the view, but check that out. This is the master bedroom, the lights. All right, we've got also, gonna turn that on, okay? All right, so pretty cool. Okay, that's the bed. There's, uh-oh, there he goes. Okay, you got a little balcony, a little patio table here. And you can still see Florence in the distance. And this wraps all the way around, bro. All right. Okay, now I'm gonna walk all the way around so you guys can see how big the balcony is, okay? So this is from here, and I'm gonna walk all the way around. Scoot through here, okay? Okay. To the room. So as you can see, the other room. All right. See here, all the way back to the living room.
All right, you guys, this video is coming to a close. And as you can see, this is a really nice Airbnb. We're on the 4th floor and they did have an elevator. Thank God. All right. Now we paid €160 per night. We stayed from Tuesday until Friday. All right. It's 3 bed, 2 full bath. All right. €160 per night. All right. Now, stay tuned, guys. We're going to be in Florence. We're going to go to the countryside and we're going to go to wine country. We're going to try some wine and we're going to hit up some nice cities there. And we're also going to tour Florence. We're going to go to Ponte Vecchio. We're going to go to the city center. We're going to go to Galleria dell'Accademia di Firenze. We're also going to go to the Galleria Uffizi. We're going to see some of the best artwork and museums in the world and the birthplace of the Italian Renaissance. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.